What's going on, my Trainer Club? Today we're going to check out the top tips to help you guys get ready and prep for, yes, I'm about to say it, the Kanto Tour event in Pokemon GO. Because we are 3 weeks out, so welcome to the Trainer Club. Here we go! Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below, have you purchased your Kanto Tour ticket in Pokemon GO? Are you guys participating, or are you just going to do the free-to-play option of the event? Because today what we're going to do, like I did say in the introduction, we are just about under 3 weeks away from the Kanto Tour. So, the event is gonna be a 12-hour event, which we're about to check out all the details, but I just wanna make sure you guys are aware of this. Start getting your bag prepped, your items prepped, and everything that you need that you can start doing right now to start getting you prepped for the Kanto Tour that is coming up very soon. It's gonna be here before you know it. So, if you guys have not done so, I would suggest joining my Discord to start getting you prepped with the system and being ready for raids. Also, if you do want a better raiding experience with more exclusivity and smaller members and more dedicated members, you can also join my Patreon. Both are gonna be in the pinned comments below. So with all that said, guys, let's get into the details of the Kanto Tour in Pokemon GO. So this event is going down on Saturday, February 20th. Local time zone, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Yes, I said it, for a total of 12 hours, guys. It is gonna be a long grind. That's why I'm here right now. I'm gonna start getting you prepped with your items. You may be like, why do we have to prep so early? Trust me, if you think calm days get hectic sometimes, this event is going to get hectic, and I wanna make sure you guys have everything you absolutely possibly need, because as I always tell you guys, as we go onwards, Kanto will be getting rarer and rarer and rarer because we are in Kalos. We're gonna be keep on going further that direction. Kanto sits in the beginning. We have the Johto, the Hoenn, the Sinnoh. They're all gonna start taking precedence as Kanto gets rarer. So please, if you have somebody that's maybe taking a break from Pokemon GO, they haven't played in a while, invite them back and play this event to make sure you have everything you need for Kanto, because now, even if they played beforehand and they had everything they need, you need XL candies, especially for some of the megas that are out there. So the details of the event are going to include that it's gonna cost $11.99 if you want to be able to have the option to catch all 150 Pokemon during the entire day of this event. And it looks like the reason they're doing this event is because this year is going to be the 5th, I can't believe that, year of Pokemon GO being out in July. So we are taking our trips all the way back to the Kanto region. And depending on which one you purchase, you're gonna be able to purchase either the red or the green, which we will review again. And I'm gonna recommend whichever one you guys want. Honestly, I don't think it really matters that much. It's just finding which one you have less of the shinies in, or you have more desire to play in, and then play with that. So that's gonna be a thing. And the goal of the event, like I did say, is to see if you can catch 150 Pokemon externally of the MEW, which does come in a second part of the special research in the $11.99 ticket to be able to get, that is meant to be for a longer time frame. And if you guys are sitting on the edge about purchasing this, guys, the February com day, if you purchase it before February 3rd, is going to be included the 99-cent research story. So if you're gonna participate and you haven't done it yet, you might as well just get it so you can have an extra free bonus item in the meantime. For the people with tickets, you are gonna have access to the ability to catch all 150 different Pokemon found in the Kanto region, externally of MEW, which is 151, through field research, the wild, special encounters, research tasks, and incenses. So according to Pokemon GO, everything is gonna be able to be encountered through some type of encounter method that we do see frequently in Pokemon GO and that we're all familiar with using. If you do collect all 150, you will get a reward as well as bragging rights with your friends. And as we did talk about in the month of February, as Snorlax is gonna be the research encounter for the 7-day research quests, if you guys do wanna check that video out up here to see everything that's coming in February. February is absolutely jam-packed with amazing stuff. All 150 Pokemon are now going to have all of their shiny forms that are going to be released in Pokemon GO. So that's why I said, after the 20th, Snorlax from the 7-day research encounter will then have the potential to be shiny. And depending on which version you choose, red or green, you're gonna have more types of those specific shiny Pokemon that we're gonna have to cover here in a second. There is going to be a special research Kanto storyline that we're gonna be able to follow that we have gotten familiar with through all the events. Once you unlock that completed storyline, number 1, number 2 is gonna embark you on the journey to catch shiny Mew, similar to as we did shiny Celebi, and it says that it's supposed to be a longer journey, so there may be something that's going to rate limit the amount of speed we can do to get through that, similar to how we have the 8-week 25 kilometers for level 50 in Pokemon Go. They may limit us as well during this time frame to slow us down a little bit. And another great thing is you'll be able to earn more candy for Kanto Pokemon caught during this event. So I think that means maybe we're gonna be getting double candy, maybe 1.5 times the amount of candy, but that's gonna be good because it's gonna be able to add you up on candy. Hopefully that'll give us more XL candy as well. Maybe they'll increase XL candy during this time frame. That would be a dream to help us be able to power up, because there are Mega Pokemon in here as well, which is gonna be important for us to start stocking up on those candy. And even if we don't get the XL candy increase, you can still get XL candy per catches and transfers, and transferring over regular candy into XL candy if you do have a complete surplus of candy, in my opinion, is not that bad of an idea, even though it's a very large amount of candy, 29,600 to be able to strictly transfer over to get 296 XL candy to max out your Pokemon to level 50. And for the people that do not choose to do the tickets, honestly, I don't know if that's really in your best interest, but if you don't, just don't worry about it. I will be doing it, I will be live streaming it, I will be vlogging it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. You're gonna have access to some of the Kanto Pokemon. You'll have access to all of the raids, including Zapdos, Moltres, Articuno, and Mewtwo. You'll be able to have exclusive access to the research encounters, and the trace distance will be increased to 40 kilometers for all people playing. And then we will have the choice between red and green. So if you guys wanna see all the details, please pause right here. I'm not gonna go into everything, I'm just gonna highlight a couple. The incense will be attracting Ekans, Mankey, Growlithe, Scyther, as well as Electabuzz for the red people. And the increased shiny rates will be all the starters for both of them, and then you're gonna have to choose between the remainder of them. Do you either want a Nidoran female, which is gonna be in the red version, and then some of the other ones such as Krabby, Hitmonlee, which is gonna be one of the main ones that I would definitely differentiate. Do you want the Hitmonlee in the red, or do you want Hitmonchan, which is gonna be in the green? And then you also have the Lickitung, the Scyther, the Electabuzz, the Dratini, and the Kabuto. That's gonna be all in the red. So if you do choose those ones, look over the entire list of increased shiny boosts and see if that's the one that you want. And if not, we then have green. Green is gonna be Sandshrew, Vulpix, Meowth, Bellsprout, Magmar, and Pinsir, which are gonna be more attracted to the incenses. And then the increased shiny rates are gonna be the Nidoran male in this one. Then we also have the Bellsprout, Geodude, Execute, Hitmonchan like I talked about, Coughing, Tangela, which is a highlight in here. We have the Pinsir, that's also a highlight, Magmar, and Omanite. So please do choose one of these, and it would be really cool for you to be playing with a friend. So one of you guys can get the Hitmonchan shiny, one of you guys can get the Hitmonlee shiny. Maybe you can get other shinies, preferably it's a best friend. So if you do choose to trade, maybe during this time frame we'll get a reduction in trade costs to be able to swap shinies that you don't have for reduced trade. But even if not, it's definitely a good thing to have, because either you wait to get these, which is definitely a possibility because all these Pokemon in their shiny forms will come out to events at some point or another, or you can just wait and go after them. And then when all the raid bosses are gonna come with their raid moves, we have Articuno, which is gonna have Hurricane, we have Moltres with Sky Attack, we have Zapdos with Thunder Shock, and then we have Mewtwo with Psystrike, which is a great one. And then according to Leak Duck, it hasn't been confirmed by Pokemon Go, but since we've been seeing it in other of the events leading up, all of the legacy moves are supposedly coming back to evolutions. The Bulbasaur to Venusaur with Frenzy Plant, the Charmander to the Charizard with Blast Burn, which is really big, as well as Squirtle to Blastoise with Hydro Cannon. So guys, now that we have all that information, let's get into my top tips, starting off with tip number 1. Tip number 1, we're not gonna go into the balls right off the bat, we're gonna go that into tip number 2. Tip number 1 for me is going to be a research task. And typically I don't encourage you guys to power up a Pokemon 5 times. However, this power up a Pokemon 5 times, if you guys do not have a good Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle, is gonna be worth your time. What I would suggest doing is taking a evolution tiered 1 Pokemon. So it's basically gonna have that bar all the way down to the side. It's gonna be power up option of 200 Stardust. You collect 5 of these power up a Pokemon 5-time tasks. You power them up, and then you can get an encounter with a Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle. The reason being is if you can get a really good IV, you can save it, and during that time frame of the event, if all maintains truth, we will be able to evolve it with the Calm Day moves, and they all have megas, and they're all powerful megas as well. So I really want you guys to make sure that you have those things ready to go. So power up a Pokemon 5 times, stock up on 3 of them, power up very, very low level Pokemon for a minimal amount of Stardust with the grouping of 3, and start trying to get yourself a good IV starter, which then can get evolved with the moves that can then go into a Mega and make a big impact in your game. So that's gonna be my number 1, which is then gonna lead us into tip number 2. Tip number 2 is going to be all about our bag in the item form. So guys, I know I've told you guys in the past, 500 Ultra Balls for Calm Day. This one, I'm looking at 1,000 Ultra Balls. If you're like, gosh, my bag isn't even at 1,000. Take whatever I say, divide it by 3,000, and then apply that percentage to your bag. So if it's 1,000 divided by 3,000, that's gonna be 33%. Apply that to your bag of 300 to see how many Ultra Balls you should have. But in that case, if you have a really small bag, guys, I honestly am going to tell you, you're gonna have to start deleting out potions, regular red Pokeballs, throwing them at stuff, and starting to stock up on Ultra Balls, because the reason being, it's a 12-hour event. We want to catch as many Pokemon as possible. We're having increased boosts. Kanto Pokemon are going to be rare. The shinies are going to be hopefully crazy. Hopefully. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So I want you guys to be as close to 1,000 Ultra Balls as possible. And the reason being is that the more Ultra Balls you have, the less time you have to go catching the same Pokemon multiple times, because it keeps breaking out of your ball, which is going to waste your time and diminish your shinies and Stardust. So Ultra Balls, number 1. Number 2, Pineapple Berries. Reason being, 500 hopefully. You guys think I'm crazy. 500 Pineapple Berries, because I want you guys to pine up every single rare Pokemon that you possibly get your hands on, including Dratini, big one. Dragonite's really good, honestly. And then if you can get as many XL candies and candies as possible, get it close to his level 50, it's going to be very dominant. And it doesn't even need a Calm Day move, because the Calm Day move is Draco Meteor, which is subpar to Outrage. So you are going to want to get as many candies as possible, especially for the rare ones, especially for you guys, especially for all the Mega Pokemon as well. And as far as the Mega list, guys, there's going to be Mega Charizard X and Y. You have Mega Blastoise. We have Mega Beedrill and Mega Pidgeot. Those are going to be Pokemon that you're going to want to focus on as well. We have Mega Alakazam, Mega Slowbro, Mega Gengar, Mega Kangaskhan, Mega Gyarados, Mega Aerodactyl, Mega Mewtwo X, and Mega Mewtwo Y. So all of those Pokemon, Mega forms. They're going to be powerful, some more powerful than other. Gengar being a really strong ghost type. Mewtwo obviously going to be dominant. That's going to be a lot of fun. So I want you guys to have as much Pineapple Berries as possible to get more candy, to start taking some of that excess candy that we don't even really actually need a surplus of like 3,000 of, 4,000, 5,000. But if you do catch it, you can start transitioning that over into XL candy to power up some Pokemon past level 40, to be in their Mega forms, to have them even stronger. And then obviously, as always, I always suggest you guys come into events with 12-kilometer eggs. I just think it's a really good idea just to be ready for that. And then finally, any type of items, which we will cover in the next tip, which is going to take us into tip number 3. Tip number 3 is going to be focusing on our items, guys. So as far as our items go, there's no official bonuses released yet as far as boosted Stardust, boosted catch XP, anything like that. But depending on how dense the spawns are, you may consider using some star pieces to start stocking up, because especially when you play very focused for a very long period of time, you might as well increase your Stardust, but at least do it for the first hour so you can hatch your 12-kilometer eggs, you can start off your day streak and everything like that, and it could be a lot of fun as far as that goes for star pieces. For lucky eggs, I would suggest starting to stock up on any of your friendship bonuses now. Get as many of them as possible. We have 3 weeks, guys, so that's going to be approximately 20 days until we can get there. So anybody 20 days and under from a friendship bonus, start getting them up there so you can pop it all in the first hour and you can have that done. But make sure to coordinate with those people as well in case they need XP and they're not to that 176 million XP needed for level 50. Not only are those items going to be important, but I also think the premium lure modules are going to be very important as well. The reason being, premium lure modules are going to spawn Pokemon more. You're going to want to be in the downtown area. The more people with premium lure modules, the better. We have Eevee spawning, so if you are using premium lure modules and you do catch a shiny Eevee and you don't want the moveset of Last Resort on that, you can go ahead and evolve that during one of those time frames as well on a special lure module for the shiny Eevee into the evolutions. But catching Pokemon more frequently is going to be really important. And then obviously we are definitely going to be wanting some incenses. Incenses are going to be running the entire time. So I'm going to assume that they're going to be 3-hour incenses. I'm not positive. That's just an assumption of mine, but if not, we're gonna need 12 of them. And we also have some Pokecoin bundles that are gonna be able to get you 12 throughout the entire time frame of the month of February. Like I said in that video that I plugged earlier, that are gonna be 1 Pokecoin bundles as well. So you're really not gonna have to purchase them if you do want to conserve them. And then finally, I'm gonna suggest you guys gym coin every day. Get those 50 coins per day, because every 4 days, that's gonna be 1 premium lure module that you could be laying down for free during the event or using it on star pieces, lucky eggs, incubators, and everything like that. So that's gonna do it, guys. We have a lot to go. We need a lot of items, in particular the Ultra Balls. and the pineapple berries are gonna be my biggest item takeaways for you guys. And then obviously those research tasks to try to get you guys, if you don't already have the 100% IVs of the Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. So thank you guys for tuning in. Get ready for an amazing event. I'm excited for everything that has to come. Likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members. Everybody takes their support, subscription, and participation to the next level. I'm gonna see you guys out on the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.